yesterday, today, and tomorrow. The Gospels will be about the woes against the Pharisees and the scribes. And Jesus labels them as frauds, or in the other version is hypocrites. And for us, whenever we hear the word hypocrite sa ating mga Pilipino, may term very popular na alam natin, yung isang tao na hypocrite, tao na plastic. So, parang sinasabi, pag plastic ka, pag sinabi ng tao, plastic ka, ibig sabihin, hipokrita ka o hipokrito ka. But you see, in these woes, hypocrisy is wider in coverage, not just being plastic. And may isang parang uniting word that can be used whenever Jesus talks about the hypocrisy of the scribes and Pharisees. Bakit nasabi ni Jesus na ang mga Pharisees and scribes are hypocrites? There is one thing, and that is inconsistency. So in the gospel for the day, the inconsistency is, sabi ni Jesus, you pay tithes on meat and herbs and seeds. Yes. Pero inconsistent ka. Bakit? You neglect yung mas mabigat na mercy, justice, and good faith. You pay tithes and you neglect the more valuable things. Bakit? Inconsistent ka eh. Kaya sabi ni Jesus dito, it is this you should have practiced without neglecting the others. Yung pangalawa, sabi niya dito, you cleanse the outside of the cup and dish and leave the inside filled with loot and lust. Sa mga Pariseo at Skriba, inconsistent yung panlabas sa panloob. Bakit? Inaatupag nila, malinis yung labas, pero they neglect what is inside. Sinasabi ni Jesus, dapat consistent. Kung malinis yung labas, malinis din yung loob. Consistent yan. So for Jesus, where there are many manifestations of hypocrisy, but one thing is clear, hypocrisy is about inconsistencies in people. So hindi lang plastic, kahit hindi ka plastic, kung inconsistent ka, it's hypocrisy. At maraming pwedeng manifestation nito. For example, sasabihin mo itong isang bagay, pero hindi mo naman gagawin. That is hypocrisy. Bakit? Hindi magkatugma yung sinasabi mo sa ginagawa mo. Sinasabi mo, maging loving ka, pero yung ginagawa mo, hateful ka, angry ka, hindi ka nagpapatawad, inconsistent yung sinasabi mo sa ginagawa mo. And so you see, you look at the world. Sabi nga nila, if you look at the world, most probably the greatest number of people, they are considered hypocrites in one way or the other. Why? Sadly, we all have inconsistencies in life. That is why this is not just a warning or rebuke of Jesus in the gospel. But this is a warning to all of us. Because that it's supposed to be something we overcome in our daily life. To be consistent in all things is very important. Why? Walang maniniwala sa iyo kung hindi ka consistent eh. That is why the scribes and the Pharisees, maraming hindi naniniwala sa kanila. Bakit? Ito nga yung sinasabi, iba yung ginagawa. Meron silang ginagawa, iba naman dito. They became inconsistent, and they lost their credibility. Kaya mahalaga, if we want to be kapani-paniwala, if we want to be very credible, we have to be consistent. Yan ang laging inaatake na panlaban sa ating lahat eh. Sasabihin, maniwala ka dyan. Sinabi niya yung dati, pero iba namang ginagawa. Maniwala ka naman dyan. Malinis lang yan sa panlabas. Sa loob naman, marumi naman. So you see, that is the attack. Like for example, in the church, no? Yan ang pang-atake na parang below the belt na pang-atake. Na parang, yung simbahan na yan, nagsasalita. Pero ito naman, hindi naman inaatupag. Bakit? Inconsistency. And inconsistency can be part of the aspects of life. In speech, in our thinking, in our attitude, in our relationships. Yung inconsistency, it can be everywhere. And Jesus would say, be very careful with this. Otherwise, baka feeling natin, hindi naman ako pariseyo, hindi naman ako eskriba. Warn, baka we are also inconsistent. And when we are governed by inconsistencies, then it is tantamount to saying, hypocrisy is within us and among us. And finally, parang natetempt ako kanina eh. Kasi fiesta ni Santa Monica ngayon. At para sa atin, ano ba yung pwede nating matutunan kay Santa Monica? Sa mga nanay siguro, marami kayong matututunan kay Santa Monica. Pero maganda yung nabasa ko dito, na yung obispo na kinausap ni Santa Monica, sabi niya, in God's time, it will happen. Very beautiful, no? Maraming nagsasabi, hinihingi ko ito, pero bakit hindi nangyayari? Yun ang laging tanong ng tao. Isa lang ang sagot po niyan. Bakit? It's not yet God's time. Well, siguro si Monica, he would have wanted the prayer to be answered in his own terms. Pero sinasabi ng obispo na ito na kinausap niya, hindi. Yung conversion ni Agustin na anak mo will happen in God's terms, in God's time. Not your own time and not your own term. It's a good lesson for all of us in prayer. Alam niyo kung minsan, o madalas even, sabi ko nga, pag nagdadasal ang tao, para tayong mga diktador. Bakit? Dinidiktahan natin si Lord. Lord, bigay mo sa akin ito kung kailan, paanong paraan, kung saan niya ibibigay. Parang tayo yung nagdidikta on how God will answer our prayers. Kaya pag hindi nangyayari yan o naibibigay, sa panahon, paraan na hinihingi mo, you say, God does not listen to my prayers. Hindi siya nakikinig, hindi niya ako pinakikinggan. Bakit? Term mo kasi at time mo yung sino dapat masunod. But Saint Monica, can you just imagine? She was praying for the conversion of her husband. She was praying for the conversion of her son, Augustine. And for Augustine, it was very long time. She could have despaired. Pwede, pagod na ako para kay Augustine, bahala ka sa buhay mo. Pero sabi kasi ng obispo, you respect God's time and God's term in the prayers you say. Yan. Tanungin yung sarili ninyo sa mga hinihiling nyo sa Diyos. Yung term nyo ba at time ninyo ang dapat masunod? O yung term at time ng Diyos? Always remember, in God's time, it will happen. and it will be given. Kung hindi pa nangyayari at hindi pa yan natatanggap, ibig sabihin, hindi pa yan God's time. Not because God is selfish, not because God does not listen to you, but it simply is not yet God's time, and it's not yet God's will. We learn to imitate Saint Monica. Whatever we ask of God, we simply say, Lord, in your term and in your time, it will happen. We all stand.